Hello and welcome to Listen to Me. Tonight I will be delivering a special comment about an issue with which I have been wrestling for some minutes now. But first, more and more people, regardless of their places of birth or residence, are discovering themselves to be suddenly Texan. For some the change is gradual. Perhaps they discover a yen for steak fried, as if it were chicken, or a desire for headgear which can be measured in gallons. For others, like Mrs. Hazel Goldberg of Springfield, Massachusetts, the change was far more drastic. In the words of her husband Myron, "I just can't understand it. One minute she's asking me to pass the salt for her cornflakes like usual. The next thing I know, she's got me down on the ground and she's tying my wrists and ankles together behind my back." Mr. Goldberg went on to say, "Could someone please untie me now?" Regardless of how they get there, though, the end result is always the same. Everyone really remembers the Alamo. We will be reporting on this as the story unfolds. Here's a recipe that you probably haven't tried. And for good reason. Nasal chocolate goober pie is exactly what it sounds like it might be. Chocolate shoved up your nose until it has collected all of your boogers. If you are still interested in attempting this confection, and the many very creative mind here at Listen to Me have yet to come up with any reason why you should, we will be posting the recipe on our website. But seriously, this is not a cute candy recipe to make your kids say yuck. This incorporates your actual boogers. Listen to Me has just received word that the Dalai Lama, the latest reincarnation of a series of spiritual leaders who have chosen to be reborn in order to enlighten others, is now Texan. Yes, the 1989 Nobel Peace Prize winner who is most often seen wearing flowing robes can now, to quote one of his followers, plug a quail on the fly at 50 paces while wearing a buckle as big as a dinner plate. News magazines are charged with the task of delivering the facts, of telling people what happened, and when, why, and to whom it happened. But where can a viewer go to find out the things that didn't happen? Right here, that's where. The following is only a sample of the things that did not happen this week. Elephants did not learn to knit. That's right. At no point, and in no place upon the entire earth, did a single elephant pick up a set of knitting needles and make so much as a pot holder. How can we be so sure? Because we asked them. Other things that did not happen: an ear of corn did not steal Jalino's act. Space cattle did not invade and demand that we offer up to them all of our Matthew Broderick movies. And ghosts did not take corporal form so that they could hide my keys in the butter. I know it was you, Juan Carlos. I told you I will get the beamer to you when I can. This Justin, 9 out of every 10 people living north of the equator is now Texan. The Center for Disease Control would very much like to call it a pandemic, but that just doesn't sound natural given the accents that they have all developed. And now, as promised, my special comment. Nuns on roller coasters, hey why not? Now I know what you are thinking. Are you crazy? I hate bumping into nuns in public and I'm not even Catholic. I couldn't agree more. I hate to see a nun when I'm, let's say, standing in line at a McDonald's. But that's only because I cannot enjoy a happy meal unless I feel free to unleash a string of profane expletives at the top of my lungs. But a roller coaster is completely different. No one can really hear what is being said on a roller coaster. It all sounds like me hoo ya ya oop oop way way. And let's face it, the worst you are probably going to say is bitch and ride, brah. On the other hand, have you ever been on an airplane that was undergoing heavy turbulence? No matter what your personal belief system, you have to admit, if there's a nun on that plane, you feel a lot better about that lost weekend that you are trying to leave in Vegas. I say, glue a nun to every coaster. I sure would feel a whole heap better knowing that the bride of my personal Lord and Savior was riding shotgun with me on the cyclone of death. Well, shut my mouth and call me a fancy mime if I ain't caught that dar Texas bug. Shooey if that ain't gonna have to do it for us tonight. Y'all come back now, you hear? Lordy, I'm as tired as a one-legged varmint engaged in activities traditionally reserved for varmints of 2 or more legs.